Hi, darling friends. I am outside in the yard of the same yard where I live. I'm not like outside of the compound, and it's the yard that we can usually see from the kitchen. So I thought it would be nice just to walk outside. I usually see the family members who live in the house, who own the house, walk on this pathway in early in the morning. So yeah, here I am, and it's very sunny. So I don't want to squint while I talk to you guys. So I thought I'll wear my shades. So yeah, I just wanted to discuss how I save for my travels, international and domestic both. So I have traveled to quite a few places in last few years. Uh, I started traveling especially in my 30s, mid 30s. So yeah, I usually, so I have a you know sticky notes here, and I've written down points so that I don't forget. So these are the rules, or these are the tips that I follow generally when I have to save for traveling. So what I do is at the start of the year, as I have a day job, I have only limited amount of leaves, planned leaves that I can take, and then we do have additional leaves, holidays, uh, festival holidays at the holidays, 10 days that we get. So what I do is at the start of the year, I decide, think ahead of time, and I decide where I want to travel. Maybe it might be a short trip to Mumbai, or it might be a trip, an international trip, or a trekking trip up high in the mountains in north. So I decide, I see how I can adjust my leave plan, how I can save my leaves, how I can maximize long weekends, and so on and so forth, and plan my vacation. What that does is, if you're planning ahead of time, that gives you plenty of time to save for tickets and buy maybe cheaper tickets, also buy you know book hotels beforehand, and things like that. So yeah, the first tip is spread your spending. So what I usually do is I have my plan ready, tentative plan. I try to keep it flexible, but mostly I know where I want to be, uh, or where I want to go the entire year, so that I don't waste my leaves or don't waste my long weekends. So yeah, like I said, first tip is spread your spending. So let's say after 6 months I want to go to Chicago. Last year I went to Chicago in May 2019. So I booked the ticket in my saved bit by bit. We'll come to that part, second part later. So I just give me a second. So I first booked the ticket, obviously, and then the next month. So you spread your spending. The next month I booked Airbnb. So so in that way, you don't have to pay a lot of money upfront, and you can save for your trip or pay for your trip bit by bit. I don't do that on credit card. I don't recommend it, uh, because after you have a nice vacation and come back, you will have to pay interest and things like that, and I don't like that. So I like to save ahead of time uh, for my trips. So yeah, so first you book tickets, then you next month you book hotel, and then try to book a hotel. I try to book Airbnb. Most trips I went to Dubai, I booked Airbnb, and I saved a huge amount of money. I asked a tour company. They told me I have to pay 35,000 for 3 days. I booked Airbnb for 13,000. That's also for 5 days with flexible timing and with the kitchen. I mean, I could use her kitchen, and it was just fantastic. So also, when I went to Chicago, I wanted to stay in the city, so I booked hostel, freehand Chicago, and they had included breakfast. So try and choose a hotel or a hostel where at least one meal is included. Usually in India, we get sometimes lunch if you're coming back in the afternoon or at night, they will include dinner or lunch is included. And when you are outside of India, uh, try and ensure that you get a hotel or a hostel where at least a breakfast is included, or if it has a kitchen, you can make, at least you can make tea or coffee, and you don't have to spend that much amount on tea and coffee. So that's one tip. And then so yeah, these are my tips for booking ahead of time, and booking a trip or planning a trip. Now, how I save for actual trips, or how I save throughout the year for my trips or for my traveling is, like I do chores by myself, washing, doing the dishes, or cleaning the home. So you do, it's not a lot of money if you consider it monthly, but it is a lot of money if you consider it yearly, and bit by bit you can save money. Now, if you're living with your family, you can ask your family to help you out with the chores, and see where you can negotiate, and which chore you can do it by yourself, and which you cannot. So have your negotiables. That's what I do. I'll enter a funny clip. मेरे घर में मैगी छुपाई, इसलिए ये सही उखाड़ी, कब खत्म होएगा ये लॉकडाउन. Do watch that. So मेरे घर में मैगी छुपाई. So that's one. And then what I do is I do most of the salon or the spa services at home, like waxing. I do waxing at home. If you're doing waxing at home, you're saving good old 20,000 rupees. And trust me, waxing at home is much better, cleaner, and more hygienic. So that's one. And I do, like, there are like at home facial kits available, which you can try, and you know which you can it's going to save a lot of money, and it's more cleaner. I do go to spa, I do go to I do use salon services maybe once in 3 months or few months when I'm really really very very tired. So it's not that I don't use those kind of services. I try to ensure if I have a big trip coming, I try and save my money. So that's the other one. Then I have okay, we covered 2 points. Then what I do is coming to shopping. I try not to shop every month or every second month. So I ensure I do plan shopping, so that you can make a list of things that you want to actually buy, so that you don't spend a lot of money, and you don't have an unplanned visit to mall, and then you end up buying things that you would usually not want. So yeah, and do ensure that if you're going out, I love shopping. So you know if I'm going out, if I'm going shopping, I do ensure that I buy quality items. I usually, what I do is I make a list of things that I want or would want in future, so I don't have to go to mall you know every now and then you end up buying some random items that you don't need. So I do go few months, and I make a list with a list, and I buy quality items, like I buy work outfits, like I've discussed in Capsule Wardrobe. I buy work outfits from Zara. I buy few things from US, like makeup and all, so I don't go shopping for makeup in India usually. I got the foundation from the Bangalore airport because I didn't get that one. But mostly I don't buy makeup from India because you can save a lot of money if you buy it from US. But you can, you have to see what you need and plan accordingly. You can, spread that shopping spree as well, and you don't have to spend a lot of money at one go. So buy quality items which will last for a very long time. Take good care of your clothes, take good care of your things. Have a gratitude and be thankful that we have all those things uh, in our life. So shop for quality items, don't buy cheaper items, and bargain hard. Even if you are at airport, see if you can get some samples that you can try. Maybe a face pack or a cream or something. bit by bit, every bit is important when you're trying to save money. Maybe not for, maybe if traveling is not your forte, then you can maybe save it for emergency fund, or you can save for jewelry or designer handbag or something like that. So yeah, so I shop less, and I buy quality items which will last for very very long time. I have shared some items with you guys in my last videos, so some items are really very very old. So that's another tip. And then I usually don't spend money on weekend. Netflix is my best friend, so I stick to Netflix, and that saves me a lot of money because I don't want to go to movie. I don't want to go to every movie is not that great, and I don't want to spend money on weekend on every movie. And then you go, and then you don't want to cook, and you want to eat out. So I do go for movie in case, if it's a very good movie. I do go out once in a while. I think the last movie that I went here in Bangalore to that Orion Mall was Jumanji 3 or 2, I don't remember, but it was pretty good. It was nice movie, and I had a fun day. I ate breakfast and I had lunch as well. So yeah, it was a day of spending, but I ensure that I keep it to minimum. I mean, would you rather have pizza here, or would you rather be and save that money, or would you rather have pizza in Chicago? So you have to decide what you want and what's going to give you, rather than going for a short-term joy, go for a long-term joy. So that's one. And so and I usually Monday to Friday when I'm going to work, I ensure that I take or carry with me home cooked food. I stick to home cooked food most of the time. Sometimes I used to order or eat outside on weekends sometimes from Swiggy, the apps, or the app that deliver food. But I have stopped these days. I stick to home cooked food even on weekend. You can see my meal planning video. It helps to cook some simple meal. You don't have to make everything elaborate, and you can cook in that way to save. That's going to help you save a lot of money in long run. So that is the one thing that I do. And in case if I have to, usually Friday is my cleaning day, and if I have to eat out, I try not to go overboard and eat in a very fancy expensive restaurant, and eat something that's not going to add value to my health. It's also good for your health, you be maintained as much as possible. And home cooked food is healthy, and thank God I do cook well most of the time. I do love my cooking, enjoy cooking as well, and eating the food that I cook for myself as well. So usually when I cook and I have to close the lid of my lunchbox, that makes me very very happy. That when I go to work and I'm very tired and very hungry, I'll have something cooked at home to eat. So yes, otherwise as well, you stick to home cooked food as much as possible. And in current scenario, it is best to stick to home cooked food. So I've shared some recipes with you. You can take a look, or you can browse some other recipes on YouTube as well. So that's one. And then the last one that I have is, yeah, use public transport. So where I live right now is just 20 minutes away from my workplace, so that's nice. Good 20 minutes walk, not right now. However, uh, you know without the lockdown, it's like a 20 minutes walk, and to and fro it's 40 minutes walk. So I try to ensure, even when I was in Chennai in scorching heat, I used to take at 2 I my shift was at 3:30, and I used to walk to the main road, and in the scorching heat I used to take the share rickshaw, or the share auto, or the share transport, or the bus to go to reach to my work. And then I was also following zero waste, so I had to walk like 10 minutes to the bus stop, and and things like that, so that I can save money, and money for my travels. So yeah, sometimes you have to let go of short term happiness or short term comfort, so that you can gain in long term. That's the funda, or that's the principle that I follow. So yeah, that's about it. And I've been blessed to visit quite a few places around India as well. I love both domestic as well as international travel. International travel maybe once in 2 years, or once in 1.5 year, something like that. I'll insert some photos. I hope you like them, and I hope you like these tips. My plan is to take you out. Unfortunately, I was not vlogging at that time, so I could not I could not take you out. I wished I had started vlogging earlier. One of my friend had told me that you'll upload videos to YouTube. I was just 2 years just taking videos of myself and being very happy with myself. That's what I was doing, and then one girl at work inspired me. So I plan to post more travel videos. Even I plan to, there are some places actually that I want to travel on weekends, and I don't want to spoil the surprise. So that's the plan I had for our channel, and the lockdown happened. So the day will come, we will travel together, and I shall post some good videos for you. So do let me know if you like these tips, and thank you so much for watching, and you like, you share, you subscribe. Take care. Bye bye until next time.